Hello and welcome to another video. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make this Mutant Saws pad from my Underground Currents Serum pack. The pack is linked in the description and contains over 30 presets inspired by the likes of Overmono, Orbison and Bicep. I'll be using Serum 2 for this video, but the pack was made in Serum 1. Of course, all Serum 1 presets work in Serum 2. We'll start by deleting Serum 2 and dragging in a new instance. I'll select this MB saw waveform from the analog wavetables. Let's increase the Unison to 7 for that undulating detuned effect and tweak the phase and random to taste. We'll activate the noise player. Choose the J106 chorus and take the level down a little. Let's take the polyphony to 16 and adjust the amp envelope so the pad slowly fades in and fades out. Let's activate filter 1 and decrease the cutoff slightly. Then we'll increase the resonance, drive, and fat. Make sure the noise is routed to the filter and turn on key tracking. The key tracking helps the filter feel more dynamic and it'll open more as we play higher notes. For this patch, I tried to achieve a randomness that doesn't ordinarily exist in the digital domain by using lots of free moving LFOs for an analog feel. So let's go to LFO 1 and change the mode to free. Then we'll change the BPM setting to Hertz and the rate to 0.4. Now open the modulation matrix, select LFO 1 as the source, and main tuning as the destination. We want the tuning modulation to be subtle, so only 1% for the amount. Then I'll take the output down to 7%. And set the LFO to bipolar. I'm giving precise values here, but I'd recommend experimenting with all the techniques in this video to create unique pads. Next, apply LFO 1 to the filter cutoff. And we'll tweak it some more in the matrix. Now go to LFO 2 and we'll go through the same process as with LFO 1, but this time I'll use a higher rate. Again, we're applying this to the main tuning. We use the same approach with LFO 3. But this time we'll change the rate to 0.2 and use the LFO to modulate A's wavetable position. Now let's go to the matrix and use LFO3 to modulate the global amplitude. Just going to tweak the random a little bit. For LFO4, I'm going to load in this custom stutter LFO. I'll leave a free download of this shape in the description. Again, free and hertz. Let's apply this to the filter cutoff. You don't need to use this shape specifically, with some of the rhythmic shapes working just as well. I'm just tweaking this to taste. Now let's use LFO5 to modulate the rate of LFO4. Small editor's note here. In the original patch, this final LFO had a very low rate of 0.06. And I just wanted to demonstrate how changing the rate of this LFO affected the vibe of the patch, particularly as LFO5 is modulating the rate of LFO4. We'll assign the velocity to amp, a common feature of analog synths. Let's add a hyperdimension. Then distortion. Next, I'm going to add a phaser for more movement, and I'll modulate some of the pan pots using LFO5, but you could do this with any of the LFOs. Then we can add an equalizer. I've used this bell shape to cut out a whistly resonance. And finally, reverb. Now we can add macros for easy tweakability. First, let's do the mix of the phaser. Then we can do the reverb mix. Then I'm going to assign macro 3 to the filter cutoff. So this is more or less the patch as I made it in Serum 1, but with Serum 2, we have more options. For example, I could use one of the utilities to mono the patch below a certain frequency range to make it more mono compatible for club systems. We also have the option to add as many different instances of the same insert. So here I've added more distortions, and you could choose a different algorithm, for example. And that's the video. Please leave any questions or suggestions for future videos in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.